Alright guys, welcome back. I know I uploaded a video earlier, but I said there was going to be a double upload. So, facts about the second Twin Chef in Little Nightmares. I know I uploaded 3 Nightmares video in a row without uploading anything else. This is important, okay? But before we start the video, I'm going to explain a few things before we show my face. So, yeah. Actually, we're not going to show my face in this video, actually, because I don't want to. Because I kind of look weird now for some reason. So the first thing, he does not smoke like the regular chef does. Because of course he wouldn't smoke if he's a twin. But twins don't do the same exact thing. But the regular one, he coughs a lot because he smokes. So yeah, that's the reason why he coughs a lot. And it's that bad of like, whatever it is, so yeah. So that's why the first twin chef always coughs. I shouldn't say twin, but yeah, whatever photo I'm talking in right now, sorry if the quality is really bad for it, just whatever, but still, the second Twin Chef is very good. He does not smoke at all, that's one thing. Alright, now, as I said, there's one other thing I need to say about it. Why does the first Twin Chef smoke? It's because he likes it. He thinks it tastes good. Obviously, he thinks it tastes good. But he doesn't do it any else. He only does it on that balcony for some reason. Probably because he doesn't want it to smell the kitchen. Because then his twin might know he smokes and then he might not like him. But they chase after you together because they like each other. So yeah, that's one reason. And another thing the second Twin Chef doesn't do is cook. We never saw him cook in the final game. Only do we see him in the loading screen cook. Yeah, I know, it's really weird why that's a thing then. But we'll figure that out on our own one day, so yeah, the only chef we see cooking in this final game is the first chef. And we only see the chefs washing dishes together, not cooking together. So yeah, it's a really big problem with that. Like I said, why do they not cook together in the final game? Well, we'll figure that out one day too. It's like we never saw the first chef in the final game because he was, of course, scrapped for a matter. And we don't know why, he just was. So we're gonna have to talk about that later. Yeah, the chef doesn't have to do with anything about the lady. Like the twin chef do definitely not have to do anything about the lady. And all the screenshots you're seeing here is unused stuff from Little Nightmares. Because obviously I want them to be that. So another thing about the second twin chef is he does not cook. I know that, but he washes dishes. He probably does cook, but we never see that happen. And where does he go after he wakes up? You'll see that in my other video I uploaded a few days ago. Like 3 days ago. So yeah, that's almost all we need to know. But wait, the video's not over yet. There's still a lot more facts about him. So yeah, now we're moving on to his personality. His personality is nice. He doesn't have anything bad behind his back. And yeah, so there's supposed to be 2 door handles that obviously lead to a light room, which is showing on screen right now. And yeah, who would take place in the thing in the kitchen before the janitor? We don't know why. Removed, because why would he be chasing in the guest area in the kitchen? We don't know. But obviously, it makes sense why there's chefs there now, because the chef is in a kitchen. He cooks all the time in there, obviously lives there. Well, not really, but it's kind of a chef's personality, don't you think? So yeah. But all we know is that it's not really the good thing to think about it, because yeah, it's not really their personality. If they don't want you to know about your personality, what I just said didn't make sense, but I mean, their personality is not really your business, so it's kind of messed up to talk about. Their personality, because it really just is. Like, talking about someone's personality is rude and all that, kind of. But yeah, like, what if he tased me and I talked about his personality? He would tase me even more, and it's a true fact. So don't talk about people's personality. But the reason why we're doing it is because it's just from a game, you know. And the next thing you know is, yeah, why does the second twin chef not smoke? Because he's not crazy. So yeah, that's really almost all we need to know. But wait, not the video over yet. All this content is not, there's nothing but content that you see while I'm talking. So Yeah, that's the thing. And where did I find these photos from? I found them on Safari on my iPad. So yeah. But if you guys want to know more, I'm still gonna talk about them. So the reason why the reason why he doesn't check under the bed is because what would be under the bed? Nothing, he thinks. Why was he sleeping? Because he's a sleepy chef. But he does not go back to bed for the rest of the game after. Yeah, so that's kind of awkward, to be honest. Because he obviously is a sleepy chef if you think about it. It's true though. So why would he not go back to bed? Why would he not go back to bed? That's really the good answer. Well, it's probably because he thinks there's something around. Because in his sleep he probably heard his twin brother yelling, screaming "Wow!" or something like that. So yeah, that's probably the reason why he knows something's here, but at first he probably didn't know until he heard it in his sleep, but just ignored it and went back to bed. So yeah, that's probably the reason why he knew. Yeah, and the first one checked saw it on always. And yeah, the janitor probably already knew it anyways too, because yeah, he appears in chapter 1, chapter 2. But yeah, his career's toned down in chapter 3, but he was going to be in 2 chapters too, but he was going to chase for much longer, 2 areas. So yeah, not enough though, because we still need to talk about it. So as we know in the demo, we never see the second chef in the demo. We only see the first chef in the shoe monster. Why? We don't know. But you can see in the demo that the doorknob is different, which you can't see right now. But this is a photo of the bed you're seeing in the demo, which you cannot just find online. You can also find the demo, which I don't think is available anymore. But yeah. So yeah, it was called Little Nightmares at this time, not called Hunger anymore. Yeah, so I'll explain why it's not called Hunger anymore later. But yeah, what you're seeing right now is obviously the early concept of it. You can see there's a suitcase you would have to reach the doorknob because it's not cracked open. There's a lot of gnomes too, as you can see. They're running away because they don't know where you are, but not like the secrets of the mall. So let's get back to the chef instead of talking about random stuff. So as you can know, it's really weird how the first one chef smokes. That's fucked up for real, man. So yeah, it's pretty much how the first one chef smokes, but the nutter doesn't. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy at this point. Unlike the guest, because the guest literally think everything's food, they think you're food. And what's the funny thing is that the first chef, he doesn't bother you because he doesn't want to flip all his meat off the table because he has a lot of meat. He don't care anyways. But the second guest encounter, he will see you. And also there's a twin of the first guy you see in the guest area too. But guess what? He saw you. He didn't flip over the table. He literally jumped off it like a beast. Let's stop talking about the guest now. So as I said about the janitor was supposed to be taking over the kitchen instead of the chefs, but that was removed for unknown reasons. So you can obviously see that in the trailer, you can see he's trying to get her from the dishwasher place. And also there would be a cooking area in the kitchen that the chefs would be in, the janitor would just be in the dishwashing place. Yeah, main place in the demo. We do see a cooking area too, with a ladder you're supposed to climb with dead fish. So yeah, but the twin chefs obviously run out of ideas what to do after. But you can see the first chef after in the final game, but his career is not toned down. It's toned down, obviously, after chapter 4. Because, yeah, you only see him one time in chapter 4. Because he obviously is coming through an elevator. So, yeah. But don't worry about that because it's not really a bad thing to talk about. The dining area also was obviously dark, and the janitor chased you through it. It would be the guest area, but the janitor chased you through it and the kitchen, 2 chapters at a time chasing. He didn't really chase you that much in the prison chapter, though. You only saw him carrying a thing. But in the prison, you also see him carrying a thing very close. That's the one thing too. I would talk about the third chef, but we already did in the last video. So whatever you do, do not try to search up the third chef again, because obviously he was scrapped. I already talked about that. But yeah, the second twin chef is what we're talking about mostly, and we're talking about more facts. But yeah, this might be a long video of talking about, but I might need to charge my iPad soon because, yeah, the battery, these go the time. So as you see about another one, and that the first chef obviously is ugly. You can see him on screen right now as I talk. But let's stop talking about him and get to the next thing about the second twin chef. So another fact about him is that he obviously doesn't smoke, which I already said millions of times. But another thing is that he's probably addicted to sleeping and just addicted to washing dishes, which is probably true. And you probably know he's probably addicted to cutting stuff up, because in the background you can see he cut a slice of cheese and he's addicted to slicing that piece right there. And then I'm gonna zoom in on right here. See, look, that piece, he likes chopping it. And I'm gonna zoom in on this right here because you can see he chopped that too. And you can see I'm zooming on the cheese. That's it too. Yeah. So it's what he likes to do, which is obviously the truth. So yeah, but the first twin chef is never saw doing this, but so it's true. But the mask of the first chef is like so weird. His mouth is like a Tootsie Roll wrapper. It's like a Snickers bar that exploded from the inside out. I'm sorry, but I have to roast him though. But yeah, his mouth is completely normal. As I said about him, kind of love sleeping, but we only see him doing that once, which is why I switched the picture back to the bedroom again, because we're going to talk about him sleeping again, because there might be addiction with him sleeping, but we never see the first chef sleep, which means he obviously likes to be awake and make food. But the second chef was sleeping the whole time, and you could only wake him up by getting to hear climbing on that drawer I'm zooming in on right there. There. So yeah, obviously that's the only ways you can wake him up. Next fact. So it's like obviously like a staircase below, which the janitor would chase you on, but obviously the twin chefs are pretty fast, so they wouldn't chase you there. It's too easy for them to catch you. But yeah, what I'm showing is an unknown chapter. We do not know what it is. It looks like a stair from the Signal Tower in Little Nightmares 2 that is out now. But yeah, it obviously looks amazing. But yeah, everything in here is cut content pictures that you're seeing. So yeah, except for the demo. So as I said about unknown chapters, the blood hand probably belonged to the janitor because he probably had a finger accident. Yeah, that might make sense, but after he got his arms cut off, that's pretty much what we believe. So yeah, of course that's probably what's true. You never know what's true and what's not true. But that's what I believe is true, because the janitor did get his arms cut off, but this was removed. This place was removed because of bad ratings. So what I was saying about the janitor's room, they probably would come in there at one point just seeing if he was there. Because obviously he would send meat there. So yeah, obviously they were friends. But we're talking about the second chef here. So yeah, and what I'm showing on the screen right now is obviously the bad chef. But the second twin chef obviously has a different hat, and he also has a different thing, and that's what the first chef uses in the guest area. So yeah, but the video's not done yet. And as you can see right now, this is a concept of the old kitchen. Everybody probably knows by now, so yeah. But as I was saying, this is honestly for a video, so yeah, but this is where the twin chef would obviously watch dishes together. So thank you so much for watching. If you want another video tomorrow, please stay tuned, but I might upload another video next week. Peace.